Well, a long presentation, like everybody else. It's a pleasure to be here. Good afternoon to everybody. Happy to see a lot of people in the room. Actually, it's quite challenging to start my presentation after so many good solutions presented today, and after Vitaly that presented a lot of good points from my presentation as well. And my scope here is to talk a little bit about who is us and what we are doing. I'm trying to be more effective. Who is us? Actually, in the next slide, you will see that artificial intelligence is not something new, not for us at least. We are doing this more than 47 years. 47 years. We start in agriculture, and we develop during the years all type of the solution. You can imagine that most mature industries in the world, they are using SaaS, and some governmental agency that I am not allowed to discuss about it. So many years ago. We are more than 12,000 global employees in more than 140 countries. I'm telling you, they are 150 countries. 70 plus customer sites. What does it mean? That I don't think in the advanced analytic and the artificial intelligence, we are not present in any of, at least in the banking area, and many others. You will see some industry that we are covered. We have several R&D centers, and this is something that we are trying to achieve as well, to move one of these or to create a new one, as we discussed, maybe in Romania or in Chișinău. This is one of our goals. Yes, just a second. And I'll give you a little bit more flavor what we are trying to do as well in Moldova. Vitaly mentioned earlier that it's very important to have an educated people to understand how to utilize all the data that we are generating. In this respect, together with my team, we are collaborating with the local partners and with the university to create different masters for educating in this area of artificial intelligence. I just received few mails positive related to the collaboration in Moldova, but there was written in the email that is confidential, so I cannot share too much about this. But I'm sharing with you that we are on the right track, and we are trying to do good stuff, and to replicate what we did in Romania. In Romania, more than 90% of the university area are covered with our technology and other vendors. We are trying to fulfill the gap, to understand and to prepare the new generation for the new upcoming jobs role that will come. And I'm telling you, based on the assessment that we did, not only us, all the players in the market, at this moment, at the European level, we have a gap of 11 million data science job roles in this moment. Exactly what I mentioned to you earlier. This is who we are, where we are, what we are doing. What is not written here, we are one of the most companies that investing more than 23%, and is not in R&D. And maybe it's not too much or it's less, but I'm telling you, the second one on the big players, and I will not give names, they are investing only 7% in R&D. What does number reflect? Because Vitaly discussed a little bit earlier about generating huge data, volume of data, is not the GDP of European Union. I'm telling you for sure. If it will be, everybody in the room was rich. This is the annual economic value of artificial intelligence and advanced analytics. And I need to look on my book because I will split the number because it's too much. 15 trillion US dollars. Banking, 1 trillion. Insurance, 1.1 trillion. Health and care, 906 billion. Pharma and medical products, 441 billion. Retail, 1.7 trillion. And so on, and manufacturing, 3 trillion. And imagine that this is the enormous amount of opportunity that's largely untapped by the company. Best company realized 50% of the value that artificial intelligence and advanced analytics can offer, And exactly what Vitaly mentioned related to Romania and Moldova, we are seeing that around 10% are using the real value of the data at this point of time. These are, let's say, I try to conclude, we are covering all the industries, but I put several industries that we have a very, very powerful footprint. For example, the retail part, the retail merchandising and supply chain solution, whether you prepare the shopping online or in store, SaaS helps retailers sense real-time source of demand to better predict, and not only what merchandise assortment are needed, but where. And I will elaborate a little bit more than this. We are doing the part of the prediction at a very accurate level. And in the retail, it's necessary, but imagine that we are using this in the energy and utility, where every each 0 or 0.0 that we don't predict in real time and with a lot of accuracy can impact millions. In the banking, maybe many of you likely use your credit card at some point today. Globally, I don't want to say, but globally, you will see more than 90% of the banks are scored with SaaS fraud solution to prevent and investigate fraud. Earlier, our several presenters discussed about anti-fraud solution and so on. Yes, that is true. It's the time and area that we should be very careful what we are doing in the digital area, because without this solution to protect, first of all, ourselves as the customers, and after that, the companies and so on, we can be exposed badly. Recently, let's say, I experienced such kind of event, but fortunately for me, one of my banks, which is customer, react very quickly, and I didn't lose money, and even the bank, let's say, gain the reputation that they deserve. In the insurance, more than 95% of the top 50 insurers, they are doing the risk calculation of price optimization with SaaS. We can discuss for a lot of things about the portfolio, what SaaS can offer and so on, but it's not the time, and I want just to give you a glance of what we are doing. This is what others talk about what SaaS is doing and so on. We have a lot of, let's say, global alliance with all the other players like Microsoft, and not only Microsoft. And I'm telling you that even locally, we have already managed to establish several relationships as the local ecosystem to deserve the local market. This is something that I don't want to tell you more about this, but this is the new platform that SaaS, it's moving forward for the future. It's something innovative, not new, because you are using the same, let's say, equipment that we gained during the time. And I'm telling you the example why we are not changing the background, because for the anti-fraud solution, for example, in Romania, almost all the banks moved to SaaS anti-fraud solution. We are coming with a lot of know-how related to the regulatory part, to the rules and so on. It's the information that the banks really appreciate, because they don't need to reinvent anything. They will use what others did all over the world and just customize it for their model of business. And this is exactly what Vitaly presented earlier a little bit. What is artificial intelligence is clear that will change a little bit the jobs. I don't see as a challenge that will take our jobs. I see as a challenge of evolution ourselves, not doing the same stuff at the same way of doing, but doing smart, using the data that artificial intelligence is providing us, or all the technologies that surround they are today in the market. The most important one, I think, it's the company data goes unused for analytics. Somebody knows what is the percentage of this? 73%. Imagine that it's untyped business of 73% that unused data. Do you know what they want to say with ML models? It's analytics models. Here it's 90%. So what does tell us? That we are creating a model and we don't finish the model, we don't go with him in the production, so 90% it's garbage out, which it's a lot of room of improvement for all the markets and all the industry. This is our belief, what we are doing. I will not lose any time on this. I will share the presentation with you. My main message to you is that SaaS, as a solution provider and technological provider, will reinforce our presence in Moldova market. We are already collaborating with different industries here. We have a present to several customers here. And the most important for me as a strategy, I want to develop the education part, because I think this will create the future for all of us, where we can keep the young people here. We can give them the opportunity to work on the nice project, on the future job that can allow them to be happy as well in the country. Thank you very much. This is my presentation. I wish you a fantastic day ahead. Mulțumesc foarte mult și vă doresc o zi plăcută.